What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? This is Tim with Tim's On Demand. How you guys doing? Here, let me pull my chair up. How you guys doing today? Come on in, come on in, come on in. You guys know what today is. It is Love Thursdays. That's right, Love Thursdays, guys. I'm going to be talking to you guys today. Now, I know I said on Monday's show that I'm going to be restructuring some things, but I couldn't let you guys go without giving you at least Love Thursdays on the 17th week, right? And, I'm still going to be posting content here and there. I know I did a couple of shorts this week and gave you guys some contents pointing at the chair saying that, I'm staying consistent because I got a lot of stuff going on, guys. I'll be honest with you. This November, I have a lot of stuff going on. And I know the show is going to change in a different direction. And then these are just announcements, guys, because I got this channel and I got two other channels. And I know I promised you guys about 8 weeks ago the fashion channel. That's being uploaded as well. But I said, you know what? Even though the show is going in a different format and a different direction to make it more entertaining, I said I'm still going to give you this Love Thursday. I'm going to give you the Love Thursday today because I think you guys deserve it. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about something that most YouTubers, probably if not none on the YouTube universe, ever talks about. It's when you've done your best. When you've done your best. And you've been the best version of yourself. You've loved with all your heart. And things still doesn't work out. When you've done your best, when you love and committed with your full heart, and things don't work out, it's okay. Because what happens is when you expose yourself in a loving way, not only do you learn more about the other person, but you learn a lot about yourself. The reason why that's a good thing, I'm going to tell you why that's a good thing. Because a lot of times we don't like to take chances on letting our true feelings out and so forth because we don't want to look like a fool at the end of the day. Not only is it just a heartbreak situation, but you don't want to look like a damn fool at the end of the day. Let's just be honest with each other. You don't want to feel like you've been taken advantage of, right? And that's a normal reaction, guys. I wouldn't tell you anything different. That is a normal reaction, okay? But the thing about it is that it's not so much you learn from the other person, but you learn a lot of stuff about yourself as well. And it could be in a positive way, believe it or not. It could be a positive way of looking at yourself. And what that could do is it could actually show and expose that other person that, hey, maybe that person wasn't the right fit for you. Maybe that person wasn't used to having somebody as special as you in your life. And I'm talking to both men and women. Because I know that we talk about today men against women, women against men, ratchetness and all that kind of stuff, people cheating on each other, But there's still people out there that's still looking for love. And I'm dealing with the positive side of shit, not the negative. Excuse my language. I'll leave the ratchetness and all that other stuff to other YouTubers. I'm talking about the people who actually are doing the work and trying to find true love and true happiness with all their heart. All that other controversy nonsense, that's for other people. And I know that makes them views and good luck with them. But I wish I had all the people viewing my channel who would look at the positive side of things. I just wish I could round up all 12 million or plus of you guys, right? And show the world, because after a while, all this rehash ratchetness and all this rehash, she cheated on me, he cheated on me. After a while, that gets old. Don't it get old? Don't you get tired of hearing all of this negative stuff, people cheating on each other and so forth, I can only listen to foolishness like that for only just a small period of time. And I know people are getting a bag with that, and shout out to them that's getting a bag for it. I'm not hating on you, but sometimes life is a balance. You need to balance your brain. It can't be all negative, 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 negative. Turn the page, negative, 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 negative. Your life's supposed to be a balance. That's not normal to hear negative stuff all day long. And I know that that's considered as entertainment, especially unfortunately in the black community. But we got to get away from the ratchetness sometimes. You need a vacation from negative stuff. You need to hear positive stuff. And unfortunately, a lot of my brothers and sisters on YouTube, they get joy out of listening to negative content all day long. I can't do that. I personally can't do it. I have a discernment spirit that won't allow me to do that. But there are some people, I just can't understand the psychology of some people. They just, I guess maybe it's this whole idea of even though my life is messed up in so many ways, at least my life is not messed up like the next person, which is crazy. Because that's kind of like a crabs in a barrel mentality in a certain sense. You're up, so I got to bring you down, which is the stupidest thing in the world. But hey, who am I to say, right? But back to the subject at hand. I was just kind of like an editorial, guys. Because I'm going to bring it to you the positive. I'm going to bring it to you in a different direction. That's why I'm not getting that many views. And I'm okay with that. If I reach one person, I'm good with that. Right? But also, if you do have like-minded people, please consider sharing with other like-minded people like yourself. And I tell you guys that every day. Because I am trying to build a channel, right? So back to the subject at hand, what I was stating to you guys earlier. When you've done all you can and be the best version of yourself, holding yourself accountable, holding yourself responsible, mentally, emotional, and so forth, and doing the right thing by that person that you considered as a partner in your life or a potential partner, and that person just craps all over you, it's okay. Because a lot of times people come from situationships and realize that, hey, I don't deserve this person like you. I don't deserve you. It could be on them. We think it's on us, but it's really on them. They don't know how. A lot of people come from so much dysfunction that when they see a man or a woman that is functional, which these YouTubers don't never tell you, they don't know how to psychologically handle this. They don't know how to handle that. They're used to dysfunction. So how do you champion that? Well, you got to make up in your mind and use the spirit of discernment and say, look, and you got to be honest with yourself. You got to say, this is what I'm looking for. I'm not waving it. I'm not curving it. I'm not bending it just to say I have somebody in my life. And you keep on keeping on. Look at that inner spirit within inside you, and I call him God, and ask him to help you through your journey as you look for a mate that's right for you. Now, when I say a mate that's right for you, I ain't talking about no damn high quality men, ladies with 7'9", got $5 million in the bank account. None of that unrealistic crap, okay? The right mate for you, ladies, okay? And gentlemen, the same way. The right lady for you. That's going to truly love you for who you are. Because if it's all about money and paying bills, then you just need to stay by yourself. Don't use somebody else because it's all about you. Don't do that. Don't use people like that, because that's not true love. That's not real love. That's just selfishness. Just thought I'd throw that out there. But yeah, man, if you done the best that you can, just keep pushing. But you got to let these people go. You can't hold on to them because the sex is good, or you guys vibe and you guys have a good time here and there. And yes, you got to weigh out the positive with the negative, of course. And you really don't want to use that rule about drawing out a chart saying, okay, that positive is outweighing the negative, because sometimes even though that little negative down there could make a big impact on your life, and it just depends on the situation. But you gotta, when you do write it out, you gotta be honest with yourself, because if that little negative really impacts your life in a negative way, you gotta get rid of that person. You gotta let them go, and you be kind-hearted when you do it. It's nothing wrong with showing your best self to another individual and letting them know that you appreciate them and how you feel, even if they turn around and crap on you in a negative way. Because what happens is that immediately opens up something that you need to do immediately and take care of. Get this person out of your life. Especially, that is a blessing when a person shows their true colors to you in a negative way, because it puts a spirit of knowledge in your head that, hey, I got to get rid of this person and move on, instead of having it long and dragged out and so forth. You don't want that. And you don't want to compromise neither. No, ma'am. No, sir. You don't want to do that. What you want is somebody who's going to appreciate you and appreciate the values that you have for yourself. Okay? And yeah, that's what I want to talk to you guys about, man. I thank you guys very much for spending time with me. I didn't want to give up this Love Thursdays with the love advice. And have a calm and meek spirit, man. And don't be so hateful towards people, And when you really approach relationships, report them, excuse me, and no, I'm not editing none of this. That's my famous saying, right? Approach it where you actually want to be with this person, not to be for selfish needs where I got somebody to take care of my kids. I need a baby daddy sponsor, or I need somebody to pay my bills. Ladies, no. If that's the case, stay by yourself. Don't come over here using people, okay? Don't use guys. But if you want to be with somebody just because you like a person, then that's cool. And gentlemen, let me say this. Anytime you hear a woman saying that you got to have all of these stuff, you got to have a fancy car, you got to have all this money, you got to, on the first date, you got to take her to this $250 dinner and all this nonsense, you run away from her. Because at that point, it's about a transaction. It's not about love at all, period. Because a woman that truly loves a man, truly, like my mother loved my dad, and this month, will be 60 years they've been together. In 1963, my mama and daddy, and I'm the youngest of three, by the way. I'm a 70s child, okay? My mom and dad, when they got together, okay, she did picnics. She cooked for my dad. Oh, that's unheard of, right? They shared a dollar burger. Got married in the justice of the peace. Been together for 60 years. Still love each other. Not none of this bullshit, excuse my language, fancy weddings and all this craziness with you spending money, because I get it. It's about the wedding today. Gotcha. It's not about the real marriage. But my parents had the real marriage from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, to early 2000 to now. 60 years together. and my mom was with my dad, and she was a beauty queen, guys. Georgia Peach. Could have went on Ebony, Essence. No, she wanted to be with my dad. Shared $1 burger with him back in 1960s. If a woman truly wants to be with you, gentlemen, she wouldn't put all this crap in front of you, okay? She would be down with you if you're 4 tires flat, is what I'm saying. Unfortunately, today you have to have people want to meet other people at a higher level instead of struggle with them. I don't know if that's a Gen Z or whatever thing. People just don't want to work together anymore. Stay away from those people and get the right fit for you. Okay, guys, I think you got the idea on this Love Thursday. I could have a part 2 to this, which I will next week. But I want to thank you guys for riding with me and vibing with me. And at this point, I'm going to tell you to go ahead and let yourself out. Go on, open the door. Go ahead. Make sure you close the door back so those flies or critters get into the house. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.